Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're tackling a fantastic two-for-one that's absolutely perfect for anyone trying to wrap their head around a dense technical subject. First, we're going to master CSS Flexbox. Specifically, we're breaking it all down for first-time learners, so it finally clicks. Then, we'll pivot to this incredibly cool technique using Google's Notebook LM to generate custom AI study aids straight from that dense documentation. It's basically a meta-learning session perfectly designed to make complex topics totally accessible. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. Meet CSS Flexbox. 2. The Flex Container. 3. The Flex Items. 4. Wrapping and alignment. And 5. Generate AI study videos. Section 1. Meet CSS Flexbox. Look, if you've ever spent hours just trying to center a simple box on a web page, you know legacy web layouts can be an absolute nightmare. They rely heavily on rigid, vertically based block elements or horizontally based inline flows. Sure, they work for basic pages, but they are not very adaptable for complex applications. And this brilliantly illustrates why Flexbox is such a game changer. It's a layout module explicitly designed to fix this by being completely direction agnostic and fluid. It literally gives the container the superpower to alter its items' widths and heights to perfectly fill the available free space, or to shrink them down to prevent that ugly overflow. Section 2. The Flex Container. Think of the Flex Container as the room where your entire layout lives. To build this room, you have to realize Flexbox isn't just a single CSS property you slap onto something, it's an entire module applied to the parent container. This parent element? It's the boss. It establishes the rules of gravity and direction for every single thing inside it. We start by declaring display flex. From there, properties like flex direction, flex wrap, justify content, align items, and gap let us precisely establish the context and layout behavior of the whole space. So the crucial point here is understanding the main axis. When you're a first-time learner dealing with Flexbox, it is so easy to assume the main axis is always horizontal. But actually, scratch that, it's not. The main axis is simply the primary axis along which your flex items are laid out, and its direction is completely determined by how you set the flex direction property. Your items will naturally flow from the main start edge to the main end edge, whether that forms a horizontal row or a vertical column. And right alongside that is the cross axis. This is the axis exactly perpendicular to your main axis. Its direction depends entirely on whatever you chose for your main axis. Flex lines are filled with items starting from the cross start side and moving toward the cross end side. Mastering the relationship between these two axes is absolutely key to mastering Flexbox. Section 3. The Flex Items. Now, if the container is the room, these flex items are the adaptable furniture inside it. These properties are applied directly to the children items to override the room's default rules. You can use order to change their visual source order without touching the HTML. You can use flex grow to dictate their maximum size proportion, flex shrink to set a minimum size proportion, and flex spaces to set their ideal default size before any extra space gets distributed. Finally, align self lets one specific item completely break the alignment rules of the group. But here's a great question to ask yourself as you learn this layout system. Why write 3 separate lines of CSS for sizing when you can just write 1? Now, what's really interesting about this concept is how CSS Tricks highly recommends using the flex shorthand property as a massive time saver. Instead of writing out flex grow, flex shrink, and flex spaces individually, just use flex. For example, typing flex 01 auto intelligently sets all 3 values at once. This keeps your code super clean and helps prevent frustrating cascading errors down the line. Section 4. Wrapping and Alignment. Okay, this is the fun phase where we actually get to position our items. Let's re-anchor ourselves to those axes concepts we talked about earlier. Justify content is your go-to tool for aligning items and distributing any leftover free space along the main axis. Conversely, align items handles the positioning along the perpendicular cross-axis. Keeping these two distinct in your mind is completely critical for keeping your items exactly where you want them. When it comes to aligning, you have a few core values to play with. You've got flex start and flex end to pack items to the edges, and center to, well, center them perfectly. Space between is incredibly useful because it pins the first and last items to the edges and distributes the rest evenly. Space around gives equal space around every item. And stretch is often the default behavior for the cross-axis, literally pulling items so they completely fill the container. I also really want to highlight the gap property. This is a brilliant way to add breathing room to your layout. Unlike adding padding to the container, which affects the outer edges and can totally mess up your alignments, Gap explicitly controls the space only between the flex items themselves. It's clean, it's efficient, and it saves you from writing so much unnecessary extra CSS. Section 5. Generate AI study videos. Let's move to this and see how this builds on what we've just learned. We just went through a lot of dense CSS documentation, which can honestly be pretty overwhelming for a first-time learner. That's exactly why Notebook LM is such a game changer. It allows you to turn those complex technical guides into clear, digestible video overviews. It synthesizes massive amounts of text into an engaging, automatically generated visual deep dive. It's basically the ultimate meta-learning AI tutor for focused learners. The procedure to actually make these is incredibly straightforward. Just 5 easy steps. First, upload your sources to a notebook. Second, open the Studio panel. Third, select Video Overview. Fourth, customize your format, language, and style to fit your needs. And finally, click Generate. Keep in mind, the video generates in the background and might take a little bit of time, so you can easily step away or work on something else while the AI does all the heavy lifting. Now, if you are a pro subscriber, you get access to several really cool tailored video formats. You can choose Cinematic for an immersive storytelling experience, Explainer for a comprehensive structured overview, which is absolutely perfect for reviewing a topic like Flexbox, or Short for a quick 60-second grasp of key concepts. You can even customize the visual style to look like a whiteboard, anime, or just type in a custom description for the whole shebang. And here is a crucial tip we pulled directly from a Notebook LM educational source on YouTube. When generating these videos, you can provide a custom steering prompt. By explicitly instructing the AI to use simplistic language and to focus on key tips to provide to low-level students, you force the AI to tailor the explanation precisely for first-time learners. This strips away all that overwhelming complexity and makes the resulting study guide incredibly targeted and effective. So what does this all mean? Well, we've broken down the spatial rules of CSS Flexbox, and we've equipped you with the exact steps to build your very own custom AI tutor using Notebook LM. The tools for rapid, focused learning are right at your fingertips. I want to leave you with this provocative question. Now that you know the spatial rules of Flexbox and exactly how to build a custom AI tutor, what complex topic will you conquer next? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and happy learning.